Okay, so it says the rectangle below is 13 inches long and inches tall. We see that 13 by 8. And the shaded right triangle has area 36.8. I mean this thing. Again, it's the area of that. Okay. What is the straight line distance between points Q and M from here to there? Give your answer correct to 2 decimal places. Are they kidding? How are we going to find that? Right? You see what a weird question this is? They want us to go from here to there. Wait, let me do that better. From here to there, right? That's straight line distance. Call it X or whatever. That's what they want us to find. This is a crazy question, isn't it? Every now and then I enjoy, I mean, almost all the time, I enjoy solving, these are like puzzles. This is like a tricky little math puzzle. Like, how in the world can we find that distance X? I mean, this is 13, the bottom of the rectangle. This is 8, the side, but how in the world is this? Is just some random point? I mean, how do we know that? And they gave us the area of the triangle, the area, that's area, that's space in the middle. What's that have to do with this distance here? This is wacko. How can we do this? All right. Pretty tough question, huh? Let's do it. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do the right triangle right here. So we just need to find this side up here. And then, right, if somebody would tell me that, like, say this is 3 or whatever, then I could go 3 squared plus 8 squared is x squared. And I could solve for x. I just need to know this, and I could do it with the right triangle. A squared plus b squared is c squared. But okay, yeah, great, got it. You might say, I got that, Mr. Heron, but I don't know that thing at the top. I don't have any idea what this is. Well, we know 13 is all the way across. So if we could just find this part, then we could take 13 minus that part, and then we could get the right part. Okay, so I don't know this though. Well, I know this is 8, and I know the area of this triangle is a half times base times height. This is the height, I can get the base. There's the game plan, let's do it. So the area right here is 36.8. And I'm going to take this 8 and move it over here. Take this 13 and move it up there just so we're clear. 13 is all the way here. 8 is all the way there. We know that. Okay. So here we go. So let's start with the area of a triangle. What's the area of a triangle formula? Well, it's a half times base times height. Right. And the area of this triangle, they said, is 36.8. And that's a half. Now, what's the base and height? Well, the base is going to be right here. Base is going to go to here and to here. I don't know that. Call it B. What's the height? This is the height. The height is 8. Right? Base and height are at 90 degrees to each other. So the height is 8. Right? See that? So now I can take 36.8, and now half of 8 is 4. Right? So the area of this triangle is a half times base times height. I know the height is 8. I brought it from over here. I just don't know the base. But now I can solve for the base, can't I? Divided by 4. Boom. Base equals, use your calculator. 36.8 divided by 4, 9.2. So we've got the base. The base here is equals 9.2. So I've got the base, 9.2. Okay, so what? Well, now I can get this little part on the right, can't I? From here to here. That's got to be what? 13 minus 9.2, doesn't it? Which is 3.8. This right here has got to be 3.8. You see how I'm coming up with that? So step 1, I did the area of a triangle and found B. Step 2, I found the top is equal, the top right is equal to 13 minus 9.2. So the top right section comes out 3.8. That's step 2. So step 1, I did the area of a triangle formula and found the base right here of the triangle. And then I subtracted from 13, right? 13's all the way, get that from the bottom here. 9.2 is the base, subtract that, get 3.8. That's the top right part, 3.8. And now, step number 3, now we got what? We got a right triangle. This side, this side, this side. Right angle right there. You know that. A squared plus b squared is c squared. The Pythagorean theorem whenever we've got a right triangle. So the x is the side across from the right angle. That's the longest side called the hypotenuse. So that's x squared. The other two sides are 3.8 squared and 8 squared. Now we can get it. So let's hit the buttons on our calculator. I'm getting 14.44 plus 64 is x squared. And that's 78.44 square root. And so x is coming out 8.8566. I think they said 2 decimal places, so I'm going to cut it right there. That 6 tells you to round up. 8.86. 8.86. We were able to find that x. That's kind of amazing, isn't it? 3 steps. So the first step was area of a triangle, half base times height, this triangle. We knew the height was 8, got that from the right side, found the base, solved this little formula for b, found the base is 9.2. Then we just, step 2, we found the top right by just subtracting from 13. 13 minus 9.2 is the little 3.8. Once we had the top right, then we had a little right triangle. A squared plus b squared is c squared, and we were able to find x. There we go.